Hey folks, this is Kelani. Some of you may have come across some weird shrines on Argus, or maybe even the creepy All-Seer himself before the update which removed his annoying quest markers on the map. Have you ever dreamed of ripping out the eyes from all of the demons we trample on our way to the next rare or chest spawn? No? Just me? Oh, well, you might want to give it another chance. You can collect the intact eyes of the demons you slay and trade them in for goodies by talking to Orix the All-Seer. Orix can be found around the coordinates 5944 on the Antoran Wastes map. His cave is actually underneath the bridge right around there, so it can be a bit tricky to find at first. To get yourself started in your Grand Demon Eye crusade, you're going to have to find a shrine called All-Seer's Focus. It's a big floating eye above a little shrine. When you interact with one, you'll lose about 90% of your health, so make sure you're full health before clicking on it, and you'll gain a buff which allows you to collect eyes from the demons you slay. But you'll also take 100% increased damage from all sources. You also won't be able to run into any Army of the Light camps, as you'll get teleported right out, so no running for cover if things get too hot. The shrines are dotted all over the place, in caves and just out in the open, and interestingly the All-Seer's cave actually has a shrine spawn as well. The quickest way I found to get myself the All-Seer buff was to just run into the All-Seer's cave and server hop until I saw a shrine there. It sure beats just running around aimlessly. So, now we have this buff which allows us to farm demons, but where should we go to farm? I noticed that most demons do seem to drop the eyes, but small fries like the imps which assault you en masse don't seem to count, or I've just been very, very unlucky. I also don't have any evidence suggesting harder to kill monsters have any better drop rates, so I figure finding any spot with a lot of small demons which can still drop eyes is your best bet. I managed to find a few of these which do make for great farming. You can do this in a group or solo, it doesn't really matter. Groups might be able to supercharge respawn rates if you can kill everything fast enough. The Pits of Punishment right in the middle of the Antoran Wastes worked out pretty well for a while. A good respawn rate, a decent number of demons, and overall some pretty good farming. The respawn rate was a tad slow for my liking, but I was doing it solo. If you have a group, you might be able to get better results here. My favourite spot to farm up a storm was actually over by the Fellfire Armory. There's a few locations where there's a whole bunch of the Wormtongue ads. They die super quick and have good drop rates, so they make for a wonderful eye-stealing target. I went one step further and used server hop. I know, I'm an evil, server-hopping, eye-ripping scoundrel, but it honestly works so well. Server hop, gather up the 10 or so mobs, AoE them down, server hop, and keep going. You can kill several packs of 10 every minute, and it's just so efficient. Sometimes I looted 9 or 10 eyes from just one round. If you get decently lucky using this method, you could be swimming in eyes in record time. I gathered up over 150 eyes in about 20 minutes of farming, so it's definitely worth it. I'm sure you can average over 400 eyes an hour pretty easily with this method. Make sure you put that huge laser beam to good use as well. It can clear out everything in a single blast to get you onto your next server hop faster. The only downside to this farm at this location is the 100% damage debuff makes it very easy for anyone of the opposing faction to gank you. You'll probably fall over in seconds if they're geared, and server hopping across a multitude of servers increases your chance to see some red names, even if you wouldn't usually on your home server. Stay safe out there. Demon eye plucking is a dangerous business. So, that's all great and fantastic, we can rip out demon eyes, but what can we buy with them? There's a few rewards from Orix the All-Seer, so let's have a closer look. For 25 eyes you can purchase 5 All-Seer's Draft. These basically act as a shrine, except you don't have to go out looking for them. I'm not too sure these are worthwhile, considering finding a shrine is a breeze if you just server hop and they have limited uses. The Squish Demon Eyes will cost you 50 of your intact eyes, which seems like a bit of a rip-off. We're handing over 50 perfectly plucked eyes for 20 squished eyes. I guess you can throw them at people, so there's that. The Gift of the All-Seer again replaces the need for a shrine, except this one appears to have unlimited uses. It will set you back 200 eyes though, so it's a little pricey. The Observer's Locus Resonator opens a portal which teleports you and any group members who click it to a unique rare mob who has a chance to drop a stealth toy for use on Argus. The toy gives you near permanent stealth which isn't broken by mounting, so that's definitely something you want to get your hands on. You also increase the potential rares available to you every day by 1, so if you don't get this yourself, you should at least find a friend who has it. There's also a pet available for 1000 eyes, the Cross Gazer, so there's something for all those pet collectors out there, and there's one more toy, the All-Seer's Eye. The toy is basically an old god version of Mind Vision, I guess. You can see through your target's eyes, but you also have the ability to whisper them predetermined phrases, which aren't always that nice. So if you're interested in some of those rewards, now you know how to farm the eyes required to purchase them. If you don't care about anything the All-Seer has to offer, maybe just skip over this fun little farm. It might not be for everyone. But that's it for this video. If you have any questions or queries, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Or hop on over to Discord. We have a server at discord.gg/Kelani. Great place to come ask questions or just hang out. Remember to leave a like just below the video before you leave, and if you want to see more, make sure to subscribe. But apart from that, thanks for watching folks, good luck and have fun, and as always, I will see you next time.